I was just setting it up to start recording, and I accidentally pressed so on the site you can choose whether or not you want to record with the camera and microphone or just the microphone. And obviously I always do it with just a microphone, so you're only ever hearing my voice. And I clicked on the camera too, and I was like, oh no. Is it going to be a visual podcast? I do apologise if it is. You won't any visual because I'm a mess and I'm still with cold. But you might be thinking to yourself, but Sophie, it's like the end of March. How come you're still ill? It's like, well, this is because I'm doing it on the 1st of March. That's why. No, I was just like, well, I'm bored and I want to record. So I'm gonna record. It's also kind of warmish today. Like, it's not warm outside, it's only 9 degrees. But because of the sun is out, it's making it hot in the lounge. So I've got a window open. And apparently right now on my clock it's saying it's 18.8 degrees. You might think to yourself, but that's like a nice temperature. I'm like, yeah, you can think that, but when, you first of all have a cold, but then also you run hot all the time. I'm hot. I'm sorry. Just had to say it. Yeah, I was watching a video recently, and actually, like, this creator person thing is a gymnast from Brown University, Julia Bedell, and she actually said about how she has her heating and it's on like 19, and I literally would vomit if I was in her house, in her in her house that she has for the year before obviously graduates and stuff. I wouldn't be able to cope. I can't be in the warm like that. Like, I'm too hot for it to pretty much all the time. It's like kind of common for people like me to not be able to regulate our body temperature. So I'm normally always running hot, or I feel hot, and it's horrible. Like, my baseline temperature is normally like 36.5, and it can get up to like 37.2 and stuff. I wonder what it is right now, but we're gonna test that. Yeah, but unfortunately, I do still have my cold. But yeah, it is sounding a lot better though. I'm dying a little bit less inside. So we're gonna record. We're talking about DSP's newest girl group, Young Posse, consisting of 5 members, debuting on the 18th of October 2023 with their first mini album, Macaroni Cheese. Just to get the elephant box roll out of the room. The song is certainly something. It's, in terms of it being it has a lot of double entendres in it, and a lot of visual entendres as well, to the point where I'm watching it and I'm like, I do see where the problem is, I do see the issue, and I am kind of a bit like sometimes when I'm watching it. So Macaroni Cheese, like, you would think to yourself, oh, it's just like an innocent song, they're talking about like mac and cheese. They had one of the members, this is so strange that I'm having to explain this, I believe it was Doan. Was it Doan? Pull up a picture. I think it was Doan or Gian. I don't know. One of the members cuddling a piece of pasta with the cheese sauce on it. One of them was in a bikini sitting on like a floaty shaped like a pair of lips. This is really weird. Another one was licking cheese sauce and like cheese powder off her fingers and stuff. It's very, very strange. And that in itself, you could be like, oh, well, I guess if the members are all of age, I guess it's not weird. No. The youngest member was, I think she was 13 at the time of debut, or she might have just turned 14. How young are you, my love? 5th of November. When did you debut? On this 18th of October, didn't I say? Yeah, so she was 13, singing about that. Obviously, I was 13 at one point. I was 13 in the majority of the time it was 2017, so things were quite tawdry in my life, but I never really listened to songs or at least consumed that sort of content because The fact that, like, I was 13, I had no real reason to listen to that sort of stuff. And my sister was 17, turning 18 that year. So again, I wasn't really, like, I had no real reason to be seeing that sort of stuff because me and my sister didn't really hang out. I'm sure she listened to that sort of stuff, but I wasn't really consuming that content. I can't imagine that Jian doesn't understand what she's singing about, you know? It's kind of similar in a lot of ways to Cookie, I guess. I genuinely thought it was my dad's car just then, because this person has the exact same car. Don't know who they are. I'm filming in the lounge, so I can see out the front window everything that's going on in the street. Just speaking from, like, my own experience again, it's really odd, and I can't imagine as, like, a parent, if I found out that my kids were singing a song like that, I would be a bit like, what are you doing? We raised you better than that. No, it wouldn't be like a disappointment, shame kind of thing, because these girls were, like, all paired up. They were put in a group together, and their company was the one that made the concept. And obviously, like, one of the members actually did write Macaroni Cheese, but I don't know whether or not Sun Hae necessarily wrote the bad lyrics or, like, the entendre lyrics, and I don't think they had anything to do with the visuals of the song and stuff. But I don't know. I really do hope for Jian's sake that, you know, it wasn't and stuff, and I do kind of wonder as to if in the future, if Young Posse do end up not renewing their contract with DSP, whether or not we will hear about, like, how she felt about debuting with that, because when Young Posse is no longer under contract, she'll be 20, or at least about to turn 21, if, you know, they do have a 7-year contract. So it will be quite interesting to see kind of what carries on in the future for them. Just also quickly before we actually talk about the members, DSP Media, if you don't know, houses Card and Gavi and NJ in their company, and they used to have I never know how to say this group. Shishkis, Finkel, Bigby, Pretty, which then turned into April, I'm pretty sure. No, Puretti had... Oh, yeah, no, they disbanded and then they were on the Kara project, sorry. And they had April, Mireille. Oh, yeah, Mireille. They were on the DSP. They disbanded. I don't know. Have I done an episode on them? I don't know. They had a number of actors and stuff, and they do seem to be doing relatively well. However, they have been acquired, like their stocks have been acquired, and now they are a subsidiary of RBW, who is the company behind Mamamoo, B1 in My Girl, ONF, S1 We, Purple Kiss, and Cheon, the soloist. So hopefully they do continue to do well. Oh, and they also have UN Entertainment, which is where most of those. Okay. So when I talk about those girls and those groups in the future, I will tell you more about that. Anyway, Young Posse. Their official greeting is Young, the wavy dash dash dash. POSSE. Hello, we are Young Posse. Their fandom name is Teleposse. The hearts of fans who love them and the hearts of Young Posse who love the fans are connected telepathically. And they actually have a fandom emoji, which is like the little, whatchamacallit, the Space Invaders, the little Space Invader Vaders stuff, which I think is like kind of cute. And we know how their dorms are arranged, which, you know, sometimes I don't know if that's always a good thing, actually, if I'm thinking about it. Because why should we have to know how, like, some kids have their bedrooms? I don't know. Just sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to see their dorms, but then also I'm like, why do I want to see their dorms? That's where they live. It's where they sleep. Also, it's actually getting colder in here now. It's only 18.1 degrees, which is nice. I like that. Sun Hae and Yeonjung are in one room, then Jian is in her separate room, and Do and Jian are in a room together. So, speaking of Sun Hae, Jeong Sun Hae, or Milo Jung, she is the leader, rapper, vocalist, and dancer, born on the 12th of April 2004, making her an Aries and a monkey. Next month she turns 21. Ow, I just cricked my elbow. Ow. She was born in Yangpong-gun in Gyeonggi-do, South Korea, and she has an older sister called Seonwoo, born in 1997. And she co-wrote a macaroni cheese when she was at a composition class and saw a macaroni cheeseburger poster. She thought about it so much in the class she started writing about it. Macaroni cheeseburger. Well, first of all, I don't actually like macaroni cheese. It goes. God, am I gonna have to unpack that trauma right now? When I was younger, my mum was very ill, and she spent a lot of time in hospital. One year and stuff. So we, obviously, me and my sister and my dad used to go and visit her every evening after school if we weren't obviously doing other stuff. And we would go to the hospital like canteen place. I think it was on a weekend mainly. And I had like a super cheesy pizza. And we obviously got home. My nan was actually there, I'm pretty sure. And my dad made me some supper. I didn't actually end up eating it. And then I went upstairs and I threw up. And it's pretty much ever been since then. I think I've had like, obviously it's not like PTSD because that's like ridiculous, but it's like some level of like trauma about cheese and such, particularly like cheese and tomato, which is hilarious given the fact that I love cheese and tomato pasta. But I've never really been good with like things that are too cheesy, mainly because of the fact that sometimes it just doesn't taste good, but also because it just kind of reminds me of that day and stuff. So yeah, no, that's kind of why I don't eat cheesy stuff and why I have a phobia of cheese. But yeah, no, I did actually try at my support group, like free cheese. You know, when you can get like free cheese packets at like the shops. And yeah, I ended up trying that on tuna pasta bacon. It was actually really good. But I would never say that like I wouldn't ever really fully trust cheese again, I don't think. It's just the same as I don't eat too much tomato, mainly because it doesn't taste good, but also because when I was younger, cherry tomatoes, they used to make me throw up a little bit. And these types of sausages, I don't eat them either. Because I ended up throwing those up a lot as a baby. Because obviously when my parents, they would just buy the easiest thing. And it often meant the sausages from like these brands that I think they might have been pre-cooked or something. And we would have like sausage pasta. They would make some they would cut it up and give it to me, and then I'd end up being sick in the afterwards. So yeah, no, that's why I don't eat those things. So don't ever serve me sausage, tomato and cheese pasta, or like on a pizza, or like anything like that. And, yeah, it's just like, it's such a strange little thing, like an albatross that I'm like, why do I have it? I don't understand. It's such like an oddly specific thing that I just don't eat. Like, I don't know. Moving on, we have Youngjun. We'll say that's a completely different surname that she has. I've never heard that one before. She's a main dancer and a rapper, born on the 1st of September 2004, making her a Virgo and a monkey. That means she is a day younger than Wonyoung from IVE. She's a Virgo and a monkey, and she was born. Do you mind? She was born in Itaewon-dong in Yongsan-gu, Seoul, South Korea, and she is an only child. And she grew up listening to Love Scenario by iKON, which is like one of the most famous iKON songs, and I like that song. And her hobby is playing video games. Me and my sister, I've mentioned this so many times before, but me and my sister used to play video games together. It was more like her playing them as opposed to me playing them, because I'm criminally bad at video games. But I used to play them obviously to hang out with my sister. But now the Nintendo Switch, because we had PlayStation 2, Nintendo Wii U, a main Switch. Then I got a Switch Lite so I could carry on playing my video games. But then actually when my sister went off to uni, I found myself not actually playing that much. But I got Animal Crossing and like installed into it, and so I'd play that. But then I accidentally took it on holiday, and I must have damaged it somehow because I can't get it to switch on or charge or anything, which is a shame. But the Switch 2 has been announced, so hopefully soon, if it gets released before Christmas, then I might see if Santa is willing to buy it. But I mean, I don't play video games that much, so I don't really. I guess I don't really see the point unless I guess if the Switch games are compatible with the original, if the original Switch games are compatible with the Switch 2, then I guess that would make it more worth it. And if I could bring along like the profile and stuff, because I've got like the save on there. It's a random point that I've just random tangent. That's what it's called, tangent. I just went on. Very tangent-y today. Next one we have is Jana Ji Hyun, Olivia No, main vocalist, born on the 2nd of February 2006, making her an Aquarius and a dog. And she is born in Busan, South Korea. She has an older brother born in 2001 and an older sister born in 2004. That always kind of weirds me out when it's like, older sister born after me. I'm like, older sisters are like born before me. But no, it's just how it goes. Time moves on. She graduated middle school a year early and already graduated from Hamlin Multi Arts High School in the Department of Musicals or Music. I don't know, it says Department of Musical. She started training when she was 14 and is close to Le Seraphim's Unche, and passed the Beats Entertainment audition on the 13th of October 2021. Good. Next one we have is Doeun, Kim Do-eun. She is vocalist and rapper, born on the 24th of December 2007, making her a Capricorn and a pig. And she was born in Hwagok-dong in Gangseok-gu in Seoul, South Korea. And she has a younger sister born in 2013. I was in year 6 in 2014. No, I went into year 6 in 2013. I love saying this stuff and then realise how long it's actually been since that point, because that sister is turning 12 this year. I love aging myself. It's absolutely wonderful. My sister loves it too. So I'll say it to her and she's like, Sophie, shut up. Because she turns 26 this year. So we're all aging. It's how life works. But I'm like, oh god, no. Next, last but no means least, we have Jian. She's a vocalist born on the 5th of November 2009, making her a Scorpio and a bull. And she was born in Hyandang-dong in Songdong-gu, Seoul, South Korea. So pretty much all the members are born in Seoul, except from Lollipop, born in Busan, and she has a brother, but that's not been revealed how old he is, but that's fine. She took dance classes at Vivid Academia. Her favourite colour is sky blue. She hates coffee, she likes beaded necklaces, and she can eat level 3 spicy malatang. I don't think it surprises anyone to know that I don't drink coffee. Like, honestly, I said it one time at school, and this teaching assistant was like, yeah, no, Sophie, please don't ever drink coffee, because I'm already hype enough as it is. Yeah, it's like a really, really annoyingly cotton toxic trait that I'm just constantly amped. And they're just like, Sophie, calm down. It dribbles me too. I'm the one that can't sleep, so I don't know why everyone else is suffering. Don't worry, I'm joking. But yeah, no, that's been in Young Posse. I am gonna do a review. I'm gonna do a review of their discography. I actually have listened to a bit of their music. Obviously their debut, On My Scars, Young Posse Up, XXL, Ate That. That was a weird song. But didn't they do like Rookie of the Year? Like something about being a rookie? I don't know. But that will be coming whenever I decide to do that. It is on the list. It's on a little list that I've made. I made it like late at night and I was like, yeah, I want to talk about Young Posse's music because I like it. But yeah, no, the group is It's certainly something. It's very Gen 2, second generation, in its weirdness. But I do hope that the members are all comfortable with the concept that they've gone with, and that, they don't they're not being forced. I don't know. They are having a comeback soon, which is nice. It is a full-length album, so I will be listening to that when it comes out. But yeah, so that has been Young Posse. I think it might have come out before this episode goes up, because this is going up in 21 days. Yeah, stream Young Posse if you want to, but if not, then that's fine. And feel free to like, comment if you want to. You can always subscribe on YouTube. All those are on YouTube. You can do the same things, I'm pretty sure, on Spotify. Yeah, I'm here most of the time on a Tuesday and a Friday. Yeah, that's pretty much everything, I think. Thank you as always for listening, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Bye!